Page number 239 of our physics textbook, we can see the definition of mineral and the definition of the ore and how the minerals are classified and what are the basis to be classification of the different kinds of the ores. Now see the definition of a mineral. Here the definition is provided that the elements or compounds of the metals which occur in the nature in Earth's crust. The elements or compounds of the metals which occur in the nature in the Earth's crust is called as definition of the mineral. Minerals of iron. Minerals of iron is goethite, hematite, lepidosite, magnetite, and as well as siderite. The minerals of iron are goethite, hematite, lepidosite, magnetite, and as well as siderite. If you observe, iron is present in all such kind of these given compounds. So iron present in all these compounds. For example sake, if you go towards the minerals of aluminium, what are they? Bauxite, Al2O3 2H2O, gibbsite, AlOH thrice, and boehmite. If you observe all these three, in all these three, aluminium must and should be. Means aluminium present in all such kind of these given compounds. So these are all the given compounds are minerals of aluminium. Next, like that only, if you move towards minerals of sodium, what are they? Rock salt, NaCl, sodium is present, feldspar, NaAlSi3O8, NaAlSi3O8, sodalite, Na8, Al6, Si6, O24Cl2. These three are the examples of minerals of sodium. Examples of minerals of sodium means in all of these three sodium is present. Now see the definition of mineral once again, very important definition. The elements are the compounds of metals. The elements are compounds of metals which occur in the nature. They are all present in the nature in the Earth's crust. Means these are all the minerals are always extracted from the Earth's crust only. So I think you understood the definition of the mineral. Mineral is nothing but the elements or compounds of the metals. Means whatever it may be the metal we are going to extract, these are all must and should be there in that, which occur in the nature. So means they are not at all prepared in an artificial manner, but they exist in the Earth's crust. So various examples. Once again, the minerals of iron is goethite, hematite, lepidosite, magnetite, and as well as siderite. Minerals of aluminium is bauxite, gibbsite, boehmite. And minerals of sodium, rock salt, feldspar, sodalite. Remember, then what is the meaning of ore? Ore is also a form of mineral. Once again, ore is also a mineral only. That means from the group of minerals only, we are selecting one of the mineral to select the or to extract the required metal. The ore means once again the compound from where the required metal can be extracted in a large quantity can be selected as ore. See here, ores of iron. Here I wrote hematite. Hematite is also a mineral of iron. Hematite is a mineral of iron. At the same time, it is the ore. That means we selected the hematite as a ore of iron. That means we can extract more amount of iron from hematite. Of course, goethite is also a mineral only, it is not the ore. Why? Because the percentage of iron is less in goethite. For example sake, Lepidosite is there. It is a mineral of the ore, but it is not the ore of iron, because in the lepidosite the percentage of iron is less. For example, say come to magnetite, where the formula for magnetite is Fe3O4. See here, magnetite is a mineral of iron, where more percentage is there, it is also considered as a ore of iron. For example, say if we consider ore of sodium is rock salt, we said of course feldspar is there, sodalite is also there, but the percentage of the sodium is less in feldspar and as well as sodalite. The percentage of the sodium, extraction percentage of the sodium is more in rock salt. So the mineral of the rock salt, the mineral of the sodium, which is a rock salt, can be treated as ore. I think I understood what is the difference between the clear difference between the ore and as well as mineral. Means, see down here, it should means which mineral can be selected as a ore. Which mineral can be selected as a ore, means for that we are following such kind of the rules. It should contain high percentage of the required metal. The mineral which contain high percentage of the required metal, such kind of the mineral can be treated as ore. Next, highly available means the percentage of the metal must and should be available. For example sake, calcium carbonate is one of the mineral and as well as the ore which is used for the preparation of salts. So for that it can be used. We should extract the metal without economical loss. We should extract the metal without any economical loss, means we should not supply more amount of money. We should not spend more amount of the money. Within a less cost only it should be extracted. Now then and there only a mineral can be treated as a ore. Once again, depending upon high yielding means more percentage of the ore can be extracted from a mineral. So from this explanation what we can understand, that all the ores are minerals, but all the minerals could not be treated as ores. Okay, right now come to this, we already considered that minerals or otherwise the ores are mainly extracted from the earth's crust. Means in the earth's crust they may be in the form of oxide ores, sulfate ores, carbonate ores, sulfide ores, chloride ores, and as well as nitrate ores. Means if the ore contain oxygen as an impurity, so it is said to be oxide ore. If the ore contains sulfate SO4 2 minus ions, so such kind of the ore is said to be sulfate ore. If the ore contain carbonate CO3 2 minus ions, such kind of the ores are called carbonate ores. If the ore contains sulfide SO4 2 minus, such kind of the ores are called sulfide ores. If the ore contains Cl minus ions, it is called chloride ores. If the ore contains nitrate ion as an impurity, so it is called as nitrate ores. So depending upon the impurities present in the ore, it can be classified as either oxide ore, sulfate ore, carbonate ore, sulfide ore, chloride ores, and as well as nitrate ores. For example sake, if you understand bauxite, the formula for the bauxite is Al2O3 2H2O, where oxygen is present here, so it is an oxide ore of aluminium. Copper iron pyrite is CuFeS2, where here sulfide is present, so it is a sulfide ore. Next, zinc blend, the formula for the zinc blend is ZnS, so where the sulfur is present as an impurity, so it is called as sulfide ore. Magnetite, MgCO3, where carbonate is present, MgCO3 carbonate is present as an impurity, so it is said to be carbonate ore of magnesium. Epsom salt, from this explanation here, sulfate is present as an impurity, so it can be said it as sulfate ore of magnesium. Horn silver AgCl, where chloride is present, so it is called chloride ore of silver. Horn silver is the chloride ore of silver. Pyrolusite MnO2, pyrolusite MnO2, oxygen is present as an impurity, so it is called as oxide ore of manganese. Oxide ore of manganese. Hematite, from this explanation we can understand that it is an oxide ore of iron. Like that only. Come to zincite ZnO, it is an oxide ore of zinc. Rock salt, it is a chloride ore of sodium. Cinnabar, it is a sulfide ore of mercury. Magnetite, oxide ore of iron. Galena, sulfide ore of lead. Gypsum, sulfate ore of calcium. Limestone, carbonate ore of calcium. Carnallite, chloride ore of either potassium or otherwise magnesium. So from the explanation we can understand that more amount of the oxide ores are there when compared to remaining kinds of the ores. Why? Because more percent of oxygen is there in the Earth's crust. The non-metal percentage more in the Earth's crust is oxygen. Whenever it is come to that metal is silver. Okay, right? So from this explanation we can understand that the ores are can be classified into various categories. Either it may be oxide ore, sulfate ore, carbonate ore, sulfide ores, and those are all. So next, how to extract these metals? The extraction of metals from the ores. Of course, till now we discussed what is the meaning of a mineral, what is the meaning of ore, what is the meaning of mineral, what is the meaning of ores, what is the basic need to select the mineral as a ore, classification of the ores, and as well as oxides of the ores, that we use it to discuss. Next topic what we are going to discuss from the page number textbook, page number 240, extraction of metals from the ores. Extraction of metals from the ores means we already selected a mineral as a ore to remove or to extract the required metal. Now from that required metal or from that required ore, how to extract the required metal? For that is only called the extraction of metals from the ores. This extraction of ores from the metals involves three stages, that is concentration or dressing, extraction of crude metal, refining or purification of the metal. Number 1, concentration or dressing, extraction of crude metal, refining or purification of the metal. Before going to that, we already said that these ores are extracted from the Earth's crust. So along with this ore, after digging, it may contain some of the impurities. It may contain some of the impurities. The impurities present along with the ore is called gangue. The impurities present along with the ore is called gangue. The impurities may be soil, sand, unwanted rocky materials, and clay. Gangue means the impurities present along with the ore, they may be soil, sand, unwanted rocky materials, and clay is said to be gangue. By removing this gangue from the ore, the first step of extraction of metals from the ore may be completed. That is called either concentration or otherwise dressing. In the next session, we are going to discuss about complete discussion about the extraction of metals from the ore, that is nothing but concentration or dressing, extraction of crude metal, refining or purification of the metal.